Despite Indian lore and much inexplicable evidence, Bigfoot has yet to be proven a fact of nature. But after 40 years of tireless searching, Arch Buckley claims to have had the definitive experience that erased any possible doubt for him.
But in our particular technique, we knew that this particular group of big feet were in a specific area. And for several weeks, we were attempting to develop a rapport with them. I think we were successful because one day I was able to bring Bigfoot down from the wilderness area to where I had established my base camp on the fringe of the wilderness area.
Arch reenacted for In Search Of what happened starting on a late afternoon in June 1970.
At this particular time, I was using the technique of setting up bait, using principally fish in the form of salmon and shad. Several times during the course of developing this rapport, Bigfoot had come into my campsite and taken my bait. I had a salmon about 12 feet high hanging off of a limb. I had several shad on a tripod about 10 feet away. And I also had set in my car a camera, 35 millimeter camera. During the course of the night, it was sort of a cat and mouse game. I tried to induce him to come into my campsite.
Ook, old friend. Old buck friend, ook.
I used the word ook. It's a word that I picked up a number of years ago.
Just for you, ook. Come on, old friend. Fish. Fish.
I knew that he was close by. He was no more than maybe about 30 yards away from me.
Ook, old friend. Old buck friend, ook. 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 Ook, old friend. Old buck friend, ook.
I realized that I couldn't induce him to come in. So I thought, well, maybe I'll get in my car. Maybe this would have a change of effect on him. I was hoping that he would take the bait and maybe I could get a shot of him with my 35 millimeter camera. He swung around and I caught him. I caught him from about the waist on up. I was so impressed with the luminous glare of his eyes. He was looking right at me. He was very powerfully built. I turned around and I put the flashlight back to where he was located, and he had disappeared.
Although Arch did not get his picture, for a few magic moments he had confirmed for himself that his years of waiting had not been in vain. That Bigfoot does exist, and despite the disbelief of the scientific community, needs dedicated men like himself and the Bay Area group to carry on the cause. Coming face to face with Bigfoot after decades of diligent searching was obviously a precious highlight in Arch Buckley's life. But he insists that as important to him is the hope that when and if Bigfoot is proven to all to exist, legislation will be passed to declare and protect it as an endangered species. Undoubtedly, his hope can't be realized until science takes a more serious look at this persistent phenomenon. In the meantime, Arch and the Bay Area group are passing on their considerable store of information to interested young students, with the expectation they will enter the scientific world with an open mind on the subject. Students like Donald Rue.
I understand you're enrolling at the University of California.
Well, I'm planning to study behavioral and evolutionary anthropology.
That's
like
great.
you said, I'd like to understand the behavior of their existence, how they act, you know. Where do they go during the day and what do they do? And with this kind of background, I'd be able to understand the behavior patterns that I observe in the field. And then also with the evolutionary aspect, I'd like to find out where they fit in man's evolution. Are they on a parallel branch, or are they directly our ancestors? I doubt that, but it's possible. And how do they fit in? I'm curious.
Well, this is what George and I had in mind when we organized our Bay Area group. And it's going to be...
It appears that the Bay Area group's wish to preserve both belief in and compassion for Bigfoot will be fulfilled. In Search Of records the work of scientists, researchers, and explorers in the realm of the unknown. This episode was based on research derived from the In Search Of series of books.